Welcome, Scorpio, to your in-depth weekly horoscope for week commencing the 30th of October for the Sun or the Ascendant. It's an exciting week, I have to be honest with you. Mars, your traditional ruler, continues to be in a joust with Jupiter, the planet of growth. I think this is going to give you more confidence, more desire. If there is someone that you're drawn to, the impulse to connect in some way. But also because Venus, the planet of love and affection, is in your 11th house of friendships, there could be some social opportunities which happen very quickly this week, which could prove to be really uplifting. Now, of course, Saturn, the planet of limitation, has been in your sector of romance in retrograde since the middle of May. It first moved there on the 7th of March. If your desire to connect, socialise, interact with people, be more demonstrative, in some ways hasn't been greeted with the response you really wanted, if you don't feel that that partner you really crave is just coming into your life as you want, it wouldn't be a surprise. We know that Saturn can be tough going, but with Venus linking beautifully to Uranus in your sector of relating, and also Venus and Neptune going opposite, and that becomes exact on Friday, and Saturn going direct, I feel things can just shift for you this week in a really dynamic and positive way. You've also got on the 13th of November an amazing new moon, which is conjunct your ruler Mars. So there's so much to go for in November for you, Scorpio. It's just towards the end of this week there is a quarter moon. It's going to see your feelings quite close to the surface. It may be you encounter somebody who wants you to do something that suits their agenda when you're feeling very motivated to follow your own instincts and your own pathway, because that's what the first house is about. It is being single-minded. Now, of course, last week's lunar eclipse reminded you that some people won't appreciate your desire to follow your own credo. They're wanting you to become much more conscious of their needs. Now, sometimes in life, we do have to decide on our priorities, and we can't please all of the people all of the time. So there is a bit of a juggle still going on for you, but I think if you are wanting to engage in a more social way with others, as long as you take the initiative, good things can flow. But I feel that in an existing relationship, it may be that there's still a little bit of an imbalance that needs to be worked on because someone sees something differently. And just because they see it differently doesn't make them wrong. It just means they're not seeing it your way. And you can be very persuasive, but it doesn't mean to say that you should give up with what you want to do, but it's all to do with language. So particularly in a romantic type, love language. So if you can speak to where they're coming from, but also share what your needs are, just a slight amount of attunement and realignment could actually unite you, particularly with Venus in such inspirational form. Uranus could push something into the open that needs to be said in a fresh way, but that opposition between Venus and Neptune is very mystical, very spiritual if handled right, can be a little bit deceptive if not handled right. But I feel if you're wanting excitement, verve and some drama, but also some enjoyment, this is the week for you, Scorpio. Now, I'd just like to remind you, if you've yet to order your year 2024 forecast, transit report, transits is where the planets in the sky interact with your natal positions. That creates an influence that's totally unique for each person. If you'd like to order it, you'll get the rest of this year free, plus 30% off, and get your life roadmap, your character analysis report, which will give you a much more intimate understanding of the patterns that have played out in your life so far and learn how to work with them more successfully future forwards. Please see the link below for more.